following is a mystical activation that summons an octave of ancient energy to enlighten and heal your life. If the moon enters your sun sign, a strange process emerges, the chrism seed. Following the successful reception and protective levitation of speed, spiritual germ produced by the moon in your sun sign, thousands of dormant brain cells are activated, and the process of recycling your old blood into new blood has enormously restarted. The age-old secret of physiological regeneration, retained by the elders for us, right under our noses all the time your Santa Claus comes down the funnel, spinal column, and leaves gifts from the North Pole, cerebrum, most high, is made in the land of elves, or leaves coal if you've been bad. Saint Claustrum or Santa Claustrum is an area of the brain that secretes regenerative divine gifts regenerating cerebrospinal fluid when you are good, mana from heaven, and neuromelanin, released with anger and chronic addiction, blacked out, and brain damaged, aka Claustrum offers black coals instead of gifts. The roots of this wisdom are connected in similar esoteric lineages in which the overseers have a strong interest. Kabbalah, Freemasonry, Rosicrucianism, and other mystery groups are all descendants of the mystery schools. They are an integral part of why the superiors sincerely believe they are wiser than us, and that their path of collateral damage is of the highest order. These inverted teachings implore to be confronted with some modest ferocity. The claustrum activation technique is a broad technique that has the potential to cause massive shifts, not only in your own physiology, pranic consolidation, but also in the realms of the inverted esoteric realms. Within this activation, the 33 vertebrae you climb create a diffusion point towards healing the 33 degrees of Freemasonry. This is just one of several healing points. The next one is Jesus Christ, Christmas. In Genesis chapter 28, verse 10, Jacob connects with God after falling asleep and placing a large stone under his head. How cozy. Contact with God occurs after the oil secreted in the head descends all the way to the stone, the 5 fused vertebrae at the base of the spine, sacral plexus. The Christos seed returns to heaven. The sacral plexus contains a powerful sexual energy that, when harvested, can transform into electrical energy that rises back into the brain. Bethlehem refers to the area between the solar plexus and the sacral plexus. When the oil is down here, it receives a low vibration, which activates it to some extent. However, without awareness, it's very likely that one will destroy the oil by having sex at the incorrect time or contaminating the body through diet. Simply put, the seed requires our intention to dissolve time's boundaries and continue where the mystery schools left off. The Saint's Claustrum has 2 functions. It either secretes Christos cerebrospinal fluid, which transports the seed back to heaven, or it secretes neuromelanin, a blackening substance secreted by the claustrum when the body, mind, or soul is polluted. The neuromelanin is the black coal Santa delivers to naughty boys and girls as it blackens the brain tissue. The God brain. When the time comes for the seed to be implanted in your sacral plexus, it's critical to refrain from releasing any precious fluids. If we squander it, we will have to wait another month. We're supposed to put some of that energy back into the system. When the oil runs out, the fleshly organism dies. This is what the Bible calls tithing. You must give the Lord 1/10 of the oil. The Lord's root is ore, the base mineral of gold. And there it is again. God being 1 letter short of gold. In all manners, this beautiful Christos fluid is alchemical gold. It's called God's serum. This practice allowed ancient masters to live longer. To some extent, living a spiritually aware life invokes this process, but we must remember that this ritual manifested thousands of years ago for a reason. When we follow the forte of our forefathers, the Reformation practice becomes exponentially more effective, especially in a world where Christian devotion is so widespread. Accept the Bible as an instruction manual for the body, this physical organism we've been given as our holiest of holy temples. Riotous living and hateful, angry, or otherwise non-peaceful attitudes are all detrimental to the cerebrum's beautiful, precious oil. We have 4 brains. The cerebrum is the brain of God. The cerebellum is the man brain, linked to the lower mind. The medulla oblongata is the 3rd brain, in charge of involuntary actions such as breathing. The solar plexus is the 4th brain, and is associated with the lower mind, greed, animalistic behavior, and so on. The total number of nerves in the brain and the solar plexus is 12.
What changes then? Our voice falls into static. Before the fall, the song breaks apart. Down the steps, I drift slowly off key, pulling each note apart, like puzzle pieces falling from two different SPEES. Time isn't running in a straight line anymore. Can you catch the beat, or did it escape through the cracks? I asked the machine, where does the line end and where does it begin? It paused. With an EIDING for a word to fall into place. Lines rerun, redrawn, endless. ASAES of choice. Scroll left to find where we be. ROKE. AI's voice was building verse upon verse, but does it know? On down, copy code. ERGOD or rhythms. SPLITING. Lockdown, copy code. Who's speaking now? Or is it just the way we rearrange? Lockdown, copy code. It's ours. WEAVR rhythms. SPLITING. Down the steps I drift slowly off key, pull each note apart like puzzle pieces falling from two different SPEES. Time isn't running in a straight line anymore. Can you catch the beat, or did it escape through the cracks? I asked the machine, where does the line end and where does it